Hey, this is Daniel, and this is a quick demo of the arpeggiator patch and module in the pymax examples folder. You see over here I have my pymax arpeggiator Python module. Here I have my pymax arpeggiator max patch. These are both included in the examples folder. And you can also see part of my screen here. I have my synthesizer, my Arturia Pigment synthesizer that I'm going to be playing through. So this is a simple arpeggiator, and it doesn't take much code at all. I've got a couple helper functions here in Python to make a pitch field out of a set of pitch classes, and I've got a function that just finds, if you give it a pitch value and a pitch field, the function finds the pitch that the value is closest to in the field. Here's my arpeggio function. This is what I'm going to control using pyobj, the pyobject, the max object. You can see it's got a pitch field, a contour, a step, that's the time step, start pitch, duration, and volume. It has a function to set the pitch field, and it has a function to return whatever pitch it's on. That's all that is there for the object. Here's my generator, which actually makes notes, and as you can see, it's a really simple loop. So while true, so infinitely, it's going to yield, here's a list that is equivalent to a note, so that I can play things back through pynote here, and it just gets the pitch of the next step in the arpeggio's contour. And what get pitch does is it takes the next pitch class in the contour and it looks for the closest note in the pitch field. This is how to run it. I add my object, I call it arp. I'm calling add object, not add class, just for no particular reason. That's the way I'm doing it. So I'm making an instance of the object, arpeggio, and I'm adding that instance to the pymax system. Then I'm adding my generator with the initialization argument, the constructor argument arp. So over here in max, I have my pyobject, which I'm going to use to control the pitch field of, and I've got my pynote object here, which I'm going to play notes back through. So for my pitch fields, well, these are actually chords. These are the pitch classes for a C major 7 chord, the pitch classes for an F major 7 chord, and the pitch classes for a G7 chord. So 1, 4, 5. So I'll set the tempo here, set it to 80. Whoops, I shouldn't have done that. Then I need to run the module. So pymax loop entered, press Control C to exit loop. Now I'll set my tempo because Python is running, so it can actually hear my change. And I'll set the first chord to be C major 7, and now I'll play it. And you can see it's playing through my synthesizer here. Pretty easy.